Plant is Delosperma cooperi, ice plant. And there are many forms of ice plant. When I was a kid growing up in San Diego, California, this stuff was all over the slopes, used as an erosion control in very sandy sandstone type soils. And this is near the ocean in Pacific Grove, California. And you're getting a close look here. This has a very fine texture to it. It has the succulent leaves that are characteristic of ice plant, giving it its name. And you're also seeing this in mid-April in full display. This is one of the things that Pacific Grove is known for, and I just happened to catch it this weekend. So very, very showy when it's doing its big display, and in big areas near the coast, that's usually what this is, how this is used. Now that said, there are some hardier varieties. There's one you're going to see in just a moment that's a deeper color. It's more of a fuchsia pink, as opposed to this light pink you see here on the and here it is. And this is in the area where I live. This is Danville, California, which is an inland valley that gets up into the low 100s Fahrenheit during the summer, and during the winter last year there was snow on the ground. It's not common, but this year it's gotten down into the mid-20s Fahrenheit on a regular basis, and this is an older planting that is faring just fine with those temperatures in the lower 20s. So I think that's probably where it starts to cap out in terms of what it can handle. But here's a close-up, and the bees love this plant, by the way, honeybees that is, and especially when it's in bloom, they just go crazy for it. So very bright display, that's what this is known for. Great erosion control and nice and low. So the way you would plant this typically is from either flats or from probably 1 gallon or 4-inch containers. This is showing some of the dead undergrowth, by the way. I do want people to be aware of this, that as this grows and gets older, underneath you get a woody thatch that can get as deep as, I don't know, 6 to 12 inches deep. And this moundy thing that you see going on with this older planting is you get the humps, or the older, deader stuff underneath, and then this just grows on top of the old stuff and keeps renewing itself. So, but this is probably a 10 to 15-year-old planting, and maybe that's 8 to 10 inches deep. It's not too bad, but a very effective control, and certainly a display that you don't see from any other type of plant. Interesting how these ice plants can be almost day glow. They're just so bright. They're neon, I should say. So the deer do not eat this plant. It's very safe with deer. It is very low water. That's why you can use it near seasides. It only needs enough water to kind of get by, which is very little. And so it's drought tolerant as well as deer resistant, and then very colorful, as you see. The big display is in spring. I'd say that the biggest display lasts for about a month to a month and a half, depending on the type. And as you can see here, I think it's good. It's really great over walls. You saw some earlier footage of it hanging over a cliff and getting no irrigation whatsoever and surviving just fine. Here it's draping over this wall. I think that's one of the nicer ways to use it in design, is where it can drape over a wall. And even if it's a pot and you're just using a little clump of it, it's a nice effect. So that is Delosperma cooperi, ice plant, one of the smaller varieties. They use this name for a lot of different plants, so be specific when you go looking for it. If you want the small light pink variety, then be specific about that. And great little plant, great plant in a big area as well. Delosperma cooperi, ice plant.